Lloyd Forger notices that your forger then turns to Bond Forger and asks to know what their dinner is. Yor arrives home with a grim face and hands covered in cuts and bandages. Lloyd asks if she would like dinner, but she declines and tells them to eat without her as she is not hungry. Anya reads Bond's mind and sees the future where Yor is crying, and she wonders why. In her room, Yor looks at her hands and thinks that if she fails at this, she might lose her family. The next day, while Yor and the others are finishing up their work for the day at Berlin City Hall, Millie invites Camilla out for a drink, though she declines. After leaving, Yor goes to a store to make a purchase, then goes to a house with a grim face. Camilla opens the door with a worried expression, asking if they are really doing this again, to which Yor nods. Camilla then yells at Yor for squashing the tomatoes, which have begun to drip from Yor's paper bag. Dominic welcomes Yor and Camilla yells at him for starting this whole thing. 3 days or worries that if she cannot learn to cook, it will endanger her marriage and her secret work. The girls do not offer much help, but Dominic overhears the conversation and tells Yor that Camilla is a great cook. Yor asks Camilla to teach her to cook, but Camilla tries to decline. However, Dominic pushes for her to teach Yor at Camilla's house. Back in the present, Yor excitedly puts on her apron and prepares for another lesson. Camilla yells at Dominic and says he will be on poison testing duty, but he tells her he invited someone over for that. Yuri Breyer cheerfully opens the door, happy to eat his sister's cooking again. He greets Camilla and thanks her for looking after Yor before asking about the purpose of their get-together. Yor explains that she is learning to cook for Lloyd in secret, which makes Yuri upset. Deciding to cook minestrone for the night, Yor presents to Camilla all the ingredients she bought better with a knife. She begins chopping up some ingredients on the cutting board but ends up cutting right through the board. Camilla gets angry at Yor and asks how she even got married, upsetting Yuri. She then tells Yor to divorce Lloyd, and Yuri silently agrees. Yor pleads for Camilla's help as she does not want to get a divorce, and Camilla relents. Dominic compliments Camilla for having a hidden soft side, which Yor never saw as hidden. Yor finishes her first dish of the day, a minestrone soup filled with various ingredients, including bones and the head of a fish. Dominic tells Yuri to eat up, so he enthusiastically digs into the dish. Yuri screams at how fantastic it is while constantly eating and throwing it up. Camilla and Dominic curiously decide to take a bite and fall to the floor. Camilla yells at Yor for messing up the dish so much that Yor apologizes. Camilla suggests trying something easy, like meatballs. Yor presents her finished meatball dish, which looks just as horrid as the soup. Yuri digs in once again and proclaims how his life is flashing before his eyes, and Dominic worriedly tells him to stop eating. Camilla remembers that Yor and Yuri grew up orphaned and deduces that the siblings' tastes must have been warped since they only ate Yor's cooking. Camilla asks them if they remember any dishes their parents used to make. Yuri remembers a stew their mom made with a fried egg on top. Camilla tries to help her make it by walking her through the steps and figures that it must have been a southern stew with a simple base. As Camilla carefully helps and watches Yor cook, she points out that she has been a lot less robotic lately. Yor asks if it was maybe because she got married, but Camilla dismisses the possibility and insists that it was something simple like a makeup change. Dominic compliments Camilla on being a beautiful woman, before also complimenting the smell of Yor's stew. Camilla takes a spoonful and tells her it is not bad this time. Yuri takes a spoonful himself and tells them that it is not quite as he remembers. Camilla asks them where the siblings are from, and Yor tells her East Nielsburg. Camilla notes that they put sour cream in their stew there, so she adds a bit. Yor and Yor at the Forger household. Lloyd goes through obedience training with Bond and sees how bright he is. As Anya complains that she is hungry, Yor arrives home with a bag of ingredients, tells him that Yor is taking care of Anya. Frankie believes that Lloyd just came to mock him, but Lloyd tells him that people like Frankie and himself cannot afford to have feelings for others in their work. Frankie yells at Lloyd since he has a wife and daughter, which Lloyd comments are part of his mission. Frankie tells him that he is going to get drunk on Lloyd's tab, and Lloyd says he will join him. And this brings the anime to an end. Comment for part 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on another video. Until next time, take care.